introduce you, and then Steve will start off with a question for you.
Go ahead. Let's start. Just go.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of So What Is Your Point? Today is a special day. We have a special guest by the name of Bruce Seidman. And Bruce, just to give you a little background information on Bruce, he has been the president of Sandler Sales Training for over 30 years, and he now lives in Pawleys Island. And Bruce has been an inspiration to so many people for so long, and we are delighted to have him on our program today. So welcome, Bruce.
Hey, Roger. Thanks. So Pawleys Island, South Carolina. Now, look, just for the record, not 30 years as president. When I first came into the company, I was 20 years old. So I think I was the mailroom clerk then. So it took me up until 1992 to work up to president. So just 92. Bruce, what are you talking about? How old are you? 70? No, I'm not 70. Although my dear friend Roger is. So.
Yeah, and tell him who your dad was, Bruce.
David Sandler. Hey guys, I'm going to tell you, I was wearing a mask just for grins. I guess, it is Zoom. It's okay. It's all good. David Sandler, founder and inventor of the Sandler Selling System, the Sandler Sales Management, the Sandler General Management, No Guts, No Gain, all kinds of the Attitude Behavior Journal. He founded the Attitude Behavior Journal, which is apropos for us today.
Well, let's talk about journaling.
Okay, let's.
And so, question, basically, what is journaling and what is it? Why is it important?
Stephen, very good. All right, well, let me just say, nobody's memory is that good. Everybody needs a why. You've heard this, Simon Sinek, what's your why? So what's your why for journaling? What is your why for journaling? I know what my why is, and I can spew it out all day, but it's not going to help you. Everybody needs a reason to journal. What's your why?
I keep, for the last 20 some odd years, I've been keeping daily records of conversations, of notes I've taken on webinars.
What's your why, Stephen?
Our why?
Your why.
Because I can't remember everything.
Me too.
And I often go back and refer to, what did I say here or what was written there, and it gives me a quick glance at.
Okay. Look, I know we don't have much time, so we're going to go right to it. That's your why. Roger, what's your why?
So my why is, of course, you don't always remember things, but I start contemplating and thinking about certain things, and I want to make sure that I start to think about something and I write it down, and it reminds me that I'm looking for an answer to some question.
I like it. And my why is blah, blah, blah. I love to tell stories, but if I don't write them down as they happen, or like that day, same 12-hour segment increment, gone, because it's so much ADD, squirrel. There's just so much comes at us, it's just too much. So I write it down. Now look, I've had journals. I've been journaling, and it's not about me, it's about you. What is your why? I've been journaling since I was 6 years old. And I took a hiatus in and out of that time frame, but I'm 59. Journaling is awesome, but you need a why. So I think the first thing is you need a why. Number 2, procrastination. So procrastination is really what keeps everybody from journaling. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a breath, guys. So Stephen, Roger, I think the first thing I'd like to share with your listeners is, what is your why? And second, do the homework. Number 2, do the homework. brucecoastal.com/journal, because journal is a verb. It's not a noun. brucecoastal.com/journal. So if you like this So what is your point podcast today about journaling, then I want you to roll up, number 2, roll up your sleeves. What was number 1? What is your why for journaling? Number 2, do the homework. Roll up your sleeves and get this thing done. brucecoastal.com/journal.
Super. Any quick tips for effective journaling?
So it's all there. Do the homework, guys. I guess for this particular thing is, number 1, when you go to the store and you buy your journal, spend some money. I'm a high kinesthetic, high visual. So for me, journaling makes me feel good because I get to have the handwriting. I actually write script. The whole cursive thing is coming back. There's a lot of brain input when you write cursive. With those I have gel point pens that surround my whole life with gel point pens now. Couldn't say that when I was 6 years old, but I can now. And then I got one that's thick and it feels leathery and padded and oh, so good. And again, it's not about me, remember? It's what about you? So do the homework. What is your why? And number 3, get a thick journal that you love to carry around with you, and it has to be the right size just for you. Just because. So I am going to ask a couple questions. Nobody has to answer them. I'm going to post them up here. I know y'all can't read this, but here we go. If you do journal, what is the biggest benefit that you receive from journaling? Now, I'm thinking in the past. I'm not thinking present. Because we've all tried it, and then we fall off. We jump in the river of journaling, and then we crawl up the bank of the run. We crawl out of the river of journaling, and that's not unusual. What is the benefit? What were the benefits when you were journaling? That's number 1 question. And number 2, obviously it's the flip side question. If you do not journal, what is your biggest obstacle to journaling? What is your biggest obstacle to journaling? I'm going to kind of give you a little head start. It's procrastination. So just start. So the biggest tip in this podcast, so what is your point, is the following. It's 2 words. Just start. Just start. Journal is a verb, man. It's not a noun. Just start. Do it. Action. Do it. Journal is a verb. So when you go do the homework, you're going to get all these tips and all these pointers and all kinds of stuff, and just start. The homework is brucecoastal.com/journal. Just start. Just start.
And I think it's very, very important for people to think about is the fact that if you don't start, it'll never happen. But if you start and you put some effort into it on a daily basis, it's just writing 2 or 3 lines to start with. Thinking just 1 or 2 minutes to do it will build up over time to actually creating a very strong habit.
I love it. I couldn't agree with you more, Stephen. Go ahead, Raj. I know it looks like you want to jump in. I can see you there.
Hey, so, I started journaling just recently again, and part of it was just having the right journal. I bought a bigger journal than I normally would use, and I found that a bigger page leads to more expansive ideas. And you can write more about those ideas and go deeper into those ideas. And I see you're holding up your journal, which is, man, it's full of great ideas.
Oh, yeah, baby. I also have I'll share with you one of my whys. I have ADD, so I tend to forget stuff because I'm off to the next activity. So therefore, I write it down. I'm a high kinesthetic, so I enjoy writing. With a pencil, with a pen.
Mm-hmm.
I really still can't. I still hunt and peck on the keyboard, by the way, Raj. So I'm a handwriting guy all day.
So let me ask this question. How important is it to review your journal?
Oh, you tell me. That's everyone, did you hear Stephen's question? That was awesome. How important is it, my friends, my new friends? Tell me.
Well, you might as well look at it every day.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to make it a habit.
So for me, I'll jump in, Stephen. It was a great question. I want to share my answer. One of my journals is this big. I don't have it with me. It's upstairs in the bathroom in the morning. It's called My Grateful Journal. And a little 8-year-old girl, along with her father and mother, taught me in May of 2011, taught me that she and her mother in the mornings write down 3 things that they're grateful for every day. when I'm writing, so I never stopped. I don't do it every day. You know, there could be months of gap, but since 2011, we're now in 2021. That's 10 years. I write stuff down, three things I'm grateful for. And you know why I reread it? Because it fills me up on those mornings when ... You know the mornings I'm talking about. When I need a little sunshine in my morning and I ain't feeling it and I need some light, I want to shine the light bright. I reread my journal entries and it instantly, it's like turning on a light switch in my brain. It instantly brings me joy so that I can share joy with whoever is in my path for that morning or that day.
So it's also the source of your inspiration to other people, right?
Yeah,
Bruce?
and creativity and inspiration and motivation and ideas and you know, my 6 words for whatever a leadership brand is, whatever that means, is live, love, laugh. My mother gave me those. Live, love, laugh. You've seen that all the time. Live, love, laugh. Love with the emphasis on love. And then over time, I folded in 6 more. Learn. Don't you love to... This is rhetorical. Guys and gals listening, don't you love to learn new stuff? I do. About life, about me. Live, love, laugh, learn. And then I had a new word. Teach. If I'm going to learn it, may as well teach it to somebody. Live, love, laugh, learn, teach. And finally, around 2006, I added my sixth and final word called inspire. Live, love, laugh, learn, teach, inspire. Because I don't want to be the guy that runs his mouth like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller, and tune people out. So I'm not a funny man, but I've learned to be funny to get people's attention, even for 10 seconds.
I think today in our environment, particularly with the COVID and what have you for the last year, a lot of people have been pretty doggone down. By writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day and looking back on that over time is really one of the keys to happiness. Actually feeling joy in life. And that really comes down to gratitude and the humility to realize that the world is going on. I can't see that one. You have to turn to the other camera. There we go.
That's just the homework for the people on Facebook right now. brucecoastal.com/journal.
Very good.
Hey, Bruce, so if they go to that website,
Yeah.
What do they actually see on that page?
Oh, great question. I think the first thing they're going to see is this. Dun, dun, dun. The 2 big questions that we've already talked about. What is your why?
Okay.
Why are you journaling? And if you do journal, what's the biggest benefit that you have received in the past from journaling? And if you don't journal, what's your biggest obstacle? That's what you're going to see on that page. And then, oh my God, I'm going to share so many tips and hacks and pointers and journal this and journal that. And if anything, people say, wow, Bruce, when do you have time to live? You're just always writing stuff down. Could be true. So here's a couple of my journals. This is my cookbook. So nobody knows what that means, but you know, I track my behavior, my active daily winning behaviors every day. And here I'll just, I know it's for Facebook. No goal was met without a little sweat. My cookbook. Every night, every day.
Nice.
And just if you don't mind, I'll just look. I'm just writing down behaviors. You know, I'm just writing stuff down, tracking my activities, because we're all in sales, whether we get paid to sell or not. And so, what behaviors do you do in your life to help you, quote unquote, sell your ideas to other people, or sell your service to make money and bring joy? And so I track that. And in 1967, David Sandler, my dad, taught me how to do that. He called it the Attitude Behavior Journal. It was his first journal. Listen, guys, do you remember Daytimers? Daytimer?
Yeah, I do. Sure.
And you know how they would ship you the box so you could kind of put in each month so you could save them?
Yeah.
I have the box from 67, 68, 69. He did this up till like 75. And he taught, it's called a cookbook. You know, this is so powerful. I'm so grateful for being able to sit at the master's feet for so many years. It's just, I'm almost going to cry, truly. Either that or my nose itches. I'm not quite sure which one it is.
Well, Bruce, we are so delighted that you could spend a little time with us today. And gosh, you're an inspiration to all of us who know you. And it's just a joy to call you a friend. And thank you so much for sharing with our audience some inspiration about journaling. So we will definitely come to brucecoastal.com/journal.
.com. brucecoastal.com/journal.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yes.
No, it's okay, Raj. I'm a bit of a nitpicky guy. You know, you got to go to.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I should know this.
Can you read that? This is another one of them journals I'm holding up. Can you guys read the?
Strong, steady, true.
And true.
Strong,
Very
Steady,
good.
True is a journal that I write in for my improved growth. By the way, this will all be on Bruce Coastal. I actually keep a health journal about health tips that I've been accumulating since 2006. They're all in here. It's crazy.
Fantastic. Well, Bruce, thanks again for being here today. And we are so grateful that you spent a little time with us. And thanks to all of our listeners. I hope you'll all go out and journal. We'll see you next time.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye for now.